My name is Dave Peaty. I go by he, him, or they, them pronouns, and I am the president of the Berkeley Disaster Prep Neighborhood Network, and we're an all-volunteer nonprofit group here in Berkeley, serving both Berkeley residents and people who work in Berkeley. And what we do is we work really hard to connect people with other people, neighbors to neighbors, groups, individuals, organizations, to get prepared for disasters, because we firmly believe that the best way to prepare for a disaster is for you to know your neighbors, and that actually that's like the way people's lives are saved. Plus, a bonus is that it totally makes for a better community. A more resilient community is a stronger, healthier, we all get along community. Data shows, seniors and people with disabilities are the ones kind of most at risk in these scenarios. Basically, disasters exacerbate those society's inequities. So that's why we're working to kind of like, let's try to minimize these inequities from the get-go, because disasters only tend to exacerbate that.
We're both, I know her from the Department of Environmental Science, Policy and Management at Berkeley.
So yeah, we were generally like an earthquake science education booth, but the demonstration we're doing was on liquefaction, showing that how solid grounds based on the soil composition and the water content during an earthquake can actually liquefy, so that things can sink into it, but also underground utilities and things can rise to the surface.
There's lots of things about earthquakes that you hear, and it's kind of hard to know what's truth and what's just things from movies. So knowing about a particularly destructive part of how earthquakes work, and also becoming aware of liquefaction, could get people to look up a liquefaction map, see if their house is in a zone where it could happen, and prepare accordingly.
When it comes to water storage, there's a bunch of different strategies you could take. Again, having a strategy is better than no strategy. So you can use store-bought drinking water in plastic containers. You just need to rotate that inventory, because the plastic will leach into the water, and you don't really want to keep it for that long. You need to consume it or replace it.
So you just moved to the area, you don't know what's out there, you've never lived in quake territory before, and you're nervous about it. The great thing is there are all these great groups like mine, which is BDPNN, and you can contact us and we'll basically work with you to figure out how can you prepare individually for a disaster, and how can you connect with other people to do that, and what kind of resources are out there for you, because there are a ton of resources.